What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pens and Tea. My name is Carrie, and today we're actually going to be talking about a pen roll. In fact, it's a pen roll from a company called Superior Labor. So this pen roll is something that I've had my eye on for quite some time. I've just never really been able to find it in the budget to pull the trigger on it. And so finally I had it come up. It was finally in stock. And so I just decided, you know what? Do it. You will regret it if you don't do it. And now that I actually have it, I've been using it for a little while. I'm very, very glad that I have it. So real quick, this is going to be kind of like a first impressions-ish. I've had it for about 2 weeks, but I do want to do another video on this, probably months from now, months probably closer to maybe even a year from now, to see how this holds up, how it ages. Because as you might be able to hear, this is real leather. So vegans, I'm sorry, you're probably going to want to take off right now, but this is real leather. So I'm curious to see how this holds up. And the company is like a Japan-based company. It's called Superior Labor Strong, Leathers & Co., made in Japan, product handmade, which is part of the reason why it takes so long to get these in stock, because we take pride in craftsmanship and never skimp on time and effort. So that is stitched into the one of the pockets, and this is what the inside looks like. So you have 3 pockets that can fit about 2 pens each, and then you have a kind of bigger pocket. And I'll show you kind of what fits in here as well. Then you have like the inside. It's not rough, it's smooth, but it's texturized, like the underside of that leather, which came with most of these veins already. But if you can see kind of here where it's like a little bit darkened in these veins, that's where some of my pens have been for the last little while. So that's what I'm saying. I'm curious to see how this ages. From all of my research, it seems as though like these hold up for the test of time, basically. I'm just curious as to how this one specifically ages. And then up in the corner here, it is stamped with their logo again. And I really like the design of their logo. The back of the pen roll, you basically just see the stitching and the buckle, which I'll show you how to use in a moment. The quality, the build quality of this is fantastic. Like all the stitch work is so even. There's zero fraying anywhere, even around all the edges. I really like the way that it's kind of like looped in through the back here. And nowhere can I really find, like here's where some of it meets. But it's so well done that I'm really pleased. So essentially, yeah, you open it up, you can kind of flip it around and just have it laying on your desk kind of like this, and you can access your pens that way. When you're done, you kind of flip it around. You roll it up however you want. You could do it like, 1 by 1. You could do it just flip it over in half. You can really roll it up however you see fit. And then you take the buckle, you wrap it around the pen wrap, and then you can put it through the actual buckle. What I like about this is you can make it as loose or as tight as you want, and you can securely kind of fasten it in there. Doing this backwards and not really looking at it is a little bit difficult, but because normally I'm not this focused on a camera when I try and demonstrate it. But you just pull it through, and then Bob's your uncle. Obviously I have no pens in here right now, so it's like really light, but it definitely does stay closed. So there's 4 colors that you can get in total. So this is the dark brown finish. This is the one that I've been waiting for, but there is a natural color that you can get, which is like kind of like a peach tone, that as far as I'm aware doesn't really have any dye to it. There's a black color that you can get, and then there is a light brown. So if I were to get any other one, I would probably get light brown. That's going to kind of look like, stereotypical cowboy boot color. This is dark brown, light brown. Kind of to me looks like, like a tan color kind of thing. But I really wanted to get the dark brown, and I'm very glad I got it. So I'm gonna take a couple pens here. All of these pens, by the way, are spoilers for you. They're all reviews that are coming up, with the exception of the Bexley one. That one posted last week. So this just pops in here. You could put them side by side. They will touch your pens in here. So if you are very particular about that, you're either going to want to only put one pen in each slot. Otherwise, don't buy it, I guess. So you're going to pop that guy in there. This guy in here. You can take like a giant pen, you can put that in there. And what's really cool about this is that this bigger pen here, or pen slot here, will actually fit any notebook that's about a field note size. You can't get any bigger than this. I personally don't really like the field notes, but the Inky Fingers, like kind of book ink management video that I did a couple weeks back, does fit in here. So basically it just slides right in. You're gonna flip that over and then you're gonna roll it up. If you have a book in here, you can really only fold it once. You can't really roll it, because if you try to, you're gonna get stuck. So unless you're okay with folding that book, then you can. You can definitely still roll it up, no problem. But your pages will curl. So if you keep it rolled for a long time, you might run into an issue where your pages won't uncurl. So if you don't want that to happen, just fold it in half, and then you can kind of like carry it around like this. The band is large enough, if I didn't drop it, where you can still adhere it on the other side. So just something that I've come up with. I've never encountered a time where I've actually used this to put this book in here, but I can imagine shortly when I head up north to my cottage kind of thing, this would come quite in handy anyway. So I'm going to take that out. If you have like this open, you don't have the pen, the book in there, you can obviously put more pens in here. But this is all I have for demo purposes. So basically, I just got your pens in there. You can kind of train the leather like flap how you want it to roll. So if you see here, like it's kind of flat, but if I start to roll it, it curls upwards. I've noticed that it was worse when I first got it. So if I temporarily hold it down and then I start to fold it, it's getting better at not flipping up. So I think you can actually train the leather, which is kind of cool. You just roll it up, take the pen wrap again, and then you can go ahead and fasten it. Like I said, doing it facing the camera is difficult. You can make them, like I said before, as tight or as loose as you want. I tend to keep it a little on the loose side, and then you pull it shut. And then you have your pen wrap. And it stays relatively small. I mean, it is a pen wrap, so the one thing, you can definitely hear the leather, so it is a relatively loud case. I personally love that. Something else I really love, and I'm sure some of you are going to probably think I'm weird, but I love the smell of this. Yeah. It's like some people love the smell of like that new car smell, especially like new Italian car smell. I'm not a huge fan of that, but this, it smells so good. I was a little worried because I was like, when you get the Midori Traveler's Notebook, or I think it's just called Traveler's Notebook now, I disliked that smell for a very long time until that wore out. This still has that same scent after about 2 weeks. Granted, I will say it's not as strong. When I first got it, it comes in like kind of like a, not a paper bag, but like kind of like a paper bag. So like it lies flat and has a piece of cardboard in it to protect it. When I first took it out of that, it had my entire room smelling like this. But now it doesn't. You can only smell it. if you're weird like me and stick your nose right in it. So yeah, I'm sure it will fade even as time goes on. But like I said, I do plan on revisiting this notebook to see how it ages, because I'm sure like in the creases and stuff, you'll start to see like folds as it like wrinkles sort of. But yeah, I am very, very pleased with this pen roll. I quite enjoy it. I'm really, really happy that I got it. And I definitely recommend it. So pricing wise, it is a little bit expensive. It is $135 Canadian. What you get for that is that it is real leather. It is certainly quality made. I mean, it's a pretty thick leather too. It is handmade, so that always makes things jump up. It does mean that you're gonna have to wait potentially if it's not in stock. So I bought mine from Wonder Pens in Toronto. If it's not in stock, then you might have to wait a while to get it again, because like I said, it is handmade, each one of them. So I'm sure it takes some time to mass produce them enough to send to all the retailers. But I'm pleased. Like I said, it's a little bit pricey, but the longer that I use this, the more accepting I am of that price, and the more I can see the value in it. So I would definitely recommend it. US dollars, if you take that Canadian price, it's going to be around 100 for you guys. But it's absolutely, in my opinion, worth it. So if you get the chance, definitely grab it. I don't regret it. I have so many other pen cases that pretty much I don't use now, because I just use this guy. But guys, that's going to be about it for me today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comment section below. I do read them all. I try and answer some. But guys, if you can also answer each other, that would be great. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up button. If you really like the video but haven't yet done so already, please do hit that subscribe button. And new videos come out every Monday and Friday, and the occasional Q&A on Tuesday. And as always, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.